Okay, so in this video I'm going to talk briefly about what electroencephalograms are, or just EEGs, and how they measure brain activity. So an EEG is just a measurement of electrical activity from the surface of the scalp that kind of enables us to get a glimpse of the generalized activity of the cortex in whatever animal or human we are measuring. So it was discovered by Richard Caton in 1875 when he was making electrical recordings from dog and rabbit brains, usually using kind of a primitive type of electroencephalogram. So what EEGs actually measure are voltages that are generated by currents that flow during synaptic excitation of the dendrites of many pyramidal neurons in the cortex, which is just kind of what lays right below the skull. So that's actually what makes up most of the brain's mass anyways. So there's a bunch of different EEG rhythms that are kind of characterized for different states of wakefulness and activities. So we're going to talk about each one of those in this video. So the brain, it can generate rhythms that are as slow as 0.05 hertz and as fast as 500 hertz or more. And so we're going to talk about going from smallest to largest, and then some extra additional rhythms that I'll discuss after. So first we have delta rhythms. So delta rhythms are less than 4 hertz, and they're often large in amplitude. So they are low in frequency and large in amplitude, and they're the hallmark of a deep sleep. Next we have theta rhythms. So theta rhythms are from 4 to 7 hertz, and they can occur during both sleeping and waking states. Next we have alpha rhythms. Alpha rhythms are from 8 to 13 hertz, and they're the largest over the occipital cortex, and they're associated with quiet waking states. So put occipital. Quiet. And next in line we have the mu rhythms, which are similar to alpha, so I will write it, I guess, 8 to 13 hertz, and they're more concentrated over the motor cortex or the somatosensory areas. And we have beta rhythms, which are from 15 to 30 hertz, and they're associated with waking states. We have, do this in red, gamma rhythms, which are relatively fast, and they range from 30 to 90 hertz. And they're associated with activated or attentive cortex. So we'll put attentive. That is when we are most awake. Okay, and some additional ones that we have are spindles, which are brief 18 to 14 hertz waves that are associated with sleep. And we also have ripples. which are brief 80 to 200 oscillations that are associated with waking states. 80 to 200. So you can kind of see how each one of these different states would be associated with different activities and waking states in humans or animals. So in general, high frequency, low amplitude like this are associated with alertness and waking or dreaming stages of sleep. And then low frequency, high amplitude rhythms are associated with non-dreaming sleep states, and then also stuff like pathological coma. So that's it for the different brain waves. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about the different stages of sleep.